with my viewers, with people that may not even understand what critical race theory is or what critical theory is. Could you define what that is while at the same time maybe helping us explain how all of a sudden it has boomed in our culture?
Yeah, good question. One of the things that I always want to do is I want to define critical race theory as those who are proponents of the movement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to create a straw man. I don't want to define it by, my own terms. So I look at this book here. It's called Critical Race Theory, an Introduction. And it's by Jean Stefancic and Richard Delgado. They're a husband and wife pair. And they are some of the original writers of critical race theory, along with Kimberly Crenshaw and Mari Matsuda, Derek Bell, and I think there's like two others. But right when you open the book, if you're on page 3, the title of this section says, "What is critical race theory?" Right there, it says, "What is critical race theory?" And when you read the first sentence, it says, "The critical race theory movement is a collection of activists and scholars engaged in studying and transforming the relationship among race, racism, and power." And then it goes down and it kind of threads out what that means and what that looks like. But what's important for us to understand about critical race theory is that critical race theory is a movement. It is meant to move and to transform society. How does it do this? Well, it does that by looking at the relationship dynamics between race and racism from the undergirding or the foundational premise of power and power dynamics. So it's looking to study and transform the relationship among race, racism, and power. And who are the people who are doing this? It is scholars and activists. And so why do we see a lot of these, conversations happening first in academia? Well, it's the academics who are first studying the relationship between the, race and racism and power dynamics. And then it, seeps down from academia into the popular culture. But on just a lay level, what does this mean when we're looking out into just the broader culture? What is this, more academic definition mean for me personally? Well, it means that what we see in our culture currently is the questioning of everything related to race, racism, and power. Part of critical race theory automatically assumes that there are power dynamics continuously at play and that those power dynamics are constantly either upholding a group of people or oppressing a group of people. Right now, when we're looking at the conversation of race, critical race theory would say that those who are being upheld would be those who are in positions of power. So white people, social power, economic power, and things like that. Who are the majority? It would be white people. Who are those who are then being oppressed? Who are those who are being, quote unquote, marginalized? Well, it would be your minorities. Anyone who does not have social power, anyone who does not have power as far as wealth or economic power. Those would be the people or the groups that we would consider marginalized. And so critical race theory is just an investigation into culture. A lot of people say it's an academic framework. I do agree. It is an academic framework to study and to investigate where we need to transform the dynamics between race, racism, and power. Now, it's important to understand that critical race theory came out of critical legal studies. Critical legal studies formed in the 70s really looked at how has or has not culture shifted after the civil rights movement? Where are we still seeing issues of race and racism happening in regards to the law and legal structures? Are things, more fair? Are we seeing equal numbers in regards to crime or judicial statistics? So who's going to jail and for what amount of time? Critical race theory takes that a step further and really threads through beyond the aspect of law, but into all the parts of society. Where is race and racism happening, and how is it being upheld through power dynamics?